Michael Osborne. Okay, sir, the city attorney says in your case, upon a plea of guilty to defective vehicle at 2-point violation, then the balance of your case would be dismissed. Is that your understanding?
Yes, sir.
You are not represented by counsel. Have you had enough time to? Sorry about that. Have you had enough time to think about this prior to entering your plea today? Anybody promise you anything other than what we've just spoken about in order to have you enter this plea? Okay. Then as to defective vehicle, a 2-point violation, sir, how do you plead? Guilty or not guilty? I'll accept that plea, find it to be knowing and voluntary. Let's see. The city attorney says you have an excellent driving record, going a little fast, nowhere near as fast as the other gentleman, but you need to slow it down. Sir, your fine is $120. There's a 30% surcharge, $20, $9 fuel service charge for a total of $185. Please go to the court clerk's window to make arrangements on that. Slow it down. Thank you. Alfonso Ramirez Garcia.
Yes.
In just a moment, let me pull up your case. Sir, it says in your case, upon a plea of guilty to obstructed window, that's a 0-point violation. The balance of your case would be dismissed. Is that your understanding?
Yeah.
You are not represented by counsel. Have you had enough time to think about this prior to entering your plea today?
Yeah.
And has anybody promised you anything other than what we have just spoken about here on the record in order to have you enter this plea?
No.
Okay. Anything you care to tell me about this?
I was just unaware that school had started and I was in a rush. So that's mainly the reason. And I apologize for that.
Is this a school zone? Or
Yeah.
was the school in session? Well, let's see. Okay. So your fine in this case, your speed wasn't that fast, but it was a school zone. So your fine is $50. There's some court costs associated with this. 30% surcharge, $20 in court costs, $9 fuel service charge for a total of $94. Please slow down and drive carefully.
And
Watch those signs and watch out for the kiddos, okay?
Mhm.
We'll send you an email how to take care of this. You can go ahead and log off.
Alrighty, thank you.
Thank you. Kimberly Ramirez Ochoa. Your name, please. Okay, just a moment. Let me pull up your case. Ma'am, the city attorney says in your case, upon a plea of guilty to speeding 55 and a 45 and a seatbelt violation, the balance of your case would be dismissed. Is that your understanding? You are not represented by counsel. Have you had enough time to think about this prior to entering your plea today? And has anyone promised you anything other than what we have spoken about here on the record in order to have you enter this plea? Then as to speeding 55 and a 45, how do you plead? Guilty or not guilty? As to the seatbelt violation, a 0-point violation, how do you plead? Guilty or not guilty? Okay, I will accept those pleas. What was the hurry? And then you got pulled over and you were very late to work. We're having a lot of people that are getting hurt because of speeding cases. You need to slow down. Based on the underlying charge here, as to the speeding violation, your fine is $120. And as to the seatbelt violation, just a moment. Here we go. The fine is $25. So there's a 30% surcharge, $20 in court cost, $9 fuel service charge. So, ma'am, what we're gonna do is have you go to the court clerk's window and make arrangements regarding payment. Slow down, we don't want you getting hurt. And you have to use your seatbelt in the car for everybody that's in the vehicle. Okay? Okay, go ahead and see the court clerks in the hallway. Melvin Oliva Oviendo. How do you say your name? Oviedo. Sorry about that. Sir, the city attorney says in your case, upon a plea of guilty to defective vehicle, a 2-point violation, the balance of your case would be dismissed. Is that your understanding?
Yes, sir.
You are not represented by counsel. Have you had enough time to think about this prior to entering your plea today?
Yes, sir.
And has anybody promised you anything other than what we've just spoken about here on the record in order to have you enter this plea?
No, sir.
Okay. Then as to defective vehicle, a 2-point violation, how do you plead? Guilty or not guilty? I'll accept that plea, find it to be knowing and voluntary. Anything you want to tell me about this?
Just gonna, emergency passport.
Really slowed you down. You get pulled over. But you're going awful fast. Please slow it down. We're having a lot of people getting hurt because of speeding cases. Sir, your fine is $120. There's a 30% surcharge, $20 in court cost, $9 fuel service charge for a total of $185. Please be careful. Slow it down. Go to the court clerk's window. You too. Thank you, sir. Thomas Watson. Sir, your name? Okay, let me pull up your case here. Sir, the city attorney says that in your case, upon a plea of guilty to defective vehicle, a 2-point violation, the balance of your case would be dismissed. Is that your understanding?
It is.
You are not represented by counsel. Have you had enough time to think about this prior to entering your plea today?
Yes.
And has anyone promised you anything other than what we've just talked about in order to have you enter this plea today?
No.
Okay. Then as to 2-point defective vehicle, how do you plead? Guilty or not guilty? I'll accept that plea, find it to be knowing and voluntary. Anything you want to tell me about this? What happened?
I was also working. My reaction time was so slow. And I couldn't stop in time to stand the brakes down and I think the guy in front of me.
Anybody hurt?
The passenger in the house.
Okay, well, and you had insurance? Okay, looks like you had another ticket already this year. You need to slow it down and drive carefully. That's just what it means, carefully. If you think you're sleep deprived, don't drive. Uber, get something else happen, but or take a nap. Okay. Your fine is $100, sir. There's a 30% surcharge, $20 in court costs, $9 fuel service charge for a total of $159. Please drive carefully and let's not do this anymore. Go out to the court clerk's window. There's you can make arrangements out there. Thank you. Alviana Edmondson,
I'm here.
just a moment. Let me pull up your case. Just a minute, let's see. There we go. The city attorney says in your case, there'll be several things. First, upon completion of 24 hours of community service and completion of a petty theft seminar and no further violations of this kind and no contact with Walmart, then this matter would be dismissed. Is that your understanding?
Yes.
Okay. You are not represented by counsel. Have you had enough time to think about this prior to entering your plea today?
Yes, I have.
And has anyone promised you anything other than what we've just talked about in order to have you enter into this agreement?
No.
Okay. Ma'am, I am going to order that you do the petty theft seminar. We'll give you information on when and where to do that. You can do it online.
Okay.
You're to do 24 hours of community service. You can do that at any nonprofit, a church or a food bank or something like that. You're to have
Okay.
no contact with Walmart, any Walmart, and no further violations of this nature. Are all of those
Okay.
things that you can do?
Yes.
Okay. So you can't come back to court and say, I didn't know, it was too hard, I didn't understand, okay?
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna give you a date. And we'll send you that in an email. Get this all taken care of, put it behind you, move ahead with your life. Thank you. You can hang up.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you. Elijah Robles. Your name, sir? Thank you. Just a moment. Let me pull up your case. There it is. Sir, the city attorney says upon a plea of guilty to defective vehicle, a 2-point violation, the balance of your case would be dismissed. Is that your understanding? You are not represented by counsel. Have you had enough time to think about this prior to entering your plea today? And has anybody promised you anything other than what we've just talked about in order to have you enter this plea? Okay. Then as to defective vehicle, a 2-point violation, sir, how do you plead, guilty or not guilty? I will accept that plea, find it to be knowing and voluntary. What happened here?
Just driving. I didn't realize.
Okay, well, pretty fast. So you need to work on that awareness, spatial time movement. We're going to have you do an Alive at 25 seminar. Your speed based on the underlying charge, your case, I'm imposing a fine of $120. There's a 30% surcharge, $20 in court cost, $9 fuel service charge for a total of 185. And Daniel Curry. Counsel for Daniel Curry.
Yes, Your Honor.
There we go. Sir, I have a proposed disposition from the city attorney that says upon a plea of guilty to defective vehicle by your client, the balance of the case would be dismissed. It indicates he's already done a level 1 traffic. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor. Stephen Pisani, attorney registration 40278 on behalf of Danielle Curry. She has completed that class already, and I do have authority to enter a plea on her behalf.
Okay, well, you covered it then. As to your defective vehicle, 2 points, how would your client plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Well, accept that plea, find it to be knowing and voluntary. I'm looking for the case here, just there it is. And already did the level 1. So based on the underlying charge, the fine here is $120. There's a 30% surcharge, $20 in court cost, $9 in fuel service charge for a total of $185. And we'll send an email so that you can get that completed by your client. You don't have to do it. Your client has to do it. And
She did the class.
Yeah. And you know, your office always does that. And I think it's smart. It just takes away the questions about, you know, because the young drivers need it, and good for you. So I encourage you in that behavior. That's what I'm going to say.
Thank you, Judge.
We'll send an email out your way so that your client can take care of this. Always a pleasure to see you, sir.
I'm here.
You and your client drive carefully.
Take care. Bye.
Thank you. Grant Willis. Sir, just a moment. Let me pull up your case. Sir, the city attorney says upon a plea of guilty to defective vehicle, a 2-point violation, the balance of your case would be dismissed. And is that your understanding? You are not represented by counsel. Have you had enough time to think about this prior to entering your plea today?
Yes.
And has anyone promised you anything other than what we've just spoken about here on the record in order to have you enter this plea?
No.
Okay. And as to defective vehicle, a 2 point violation, sir, how do you plead? Underlying charge says anybody injured?
Yes.
Okay, well, just so that we don't have this kind of problem in the future, 2 points to be assessed against your driving privilege. Sir, I'm imposing a fine of $100. There's a 30% surcharge, $20 in court costs, $9 fuel service charge for a total of $159. And then, sir, please drive carefully.
Thank you. May I ask you?
They'll give you some time. It's not immediate, but check with the clerks. They'll give you a payment schedule. Thank you. Lydia Loya.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just a moment. Thank you. Let me pull up your case. Let me look another way. Ma'am, the city attorney says that upon a plea of guilty to defective vehicle, a 2-point violation in your case, the balance of your case would be dismissed. Is that your understanding?
That is correct, sir. Yes.
You are not represented by counsel. Have you had enough time to think about this prior to entering your plea today?
Yes, sir, I have.
And has anyone promised you anything other than what we have spoken about here on the record in order to have you enter this plea?
No, sir.
Okay, then as to, you're appearing by Zoom, do you consent to proceed in this manner?
Yes, sir.
Then as to defective vehicle, a 2-point violation, how do you plead? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, sir.
I'll accept your plea, find it to be knowing and voluntary. You're going pretty fast here. Anything you want to tell me?
Yes, sir. I mean, I explained it to the DA in detail, but I actually have a medical condition and there was something going on that I needed to get home. Yeah.
Okay, well, and then you got pulled over and you got real delayed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it doesn't always work out so good to be speeding. We're having a lot of people getting hurt with the speeding as well. So please slow it down so you don't have a problem.
Of course. sir.
Your
Thank
fine
you.
is $120. There's a 30% surcharge, $20 in core costs, $9 fuel service charge for a total of $120. Please drive carefully. We'll
Yes,
send
sir.
you an email how to take care of that and you can log off. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yes. I'm gonna miss her. She's like you, easy and
Yeah.
thorough. Yep. Yep. Boy, that's nice to have her on.
Yeah.
Instead of, no, you, no. The line's here. No, the
Can you
line.
do this? Oh, God. Do you have something else with you? Oh. I'm gonna try. Okay.
Sure,
I'm trying
you
to-
should.
So I'm like, oh.
Yeah. That's cool.
Mhm.
Waiting on some paperwork. It'll be just a moment.
I'm not. It's on Zoom. Great hours. Yeah, he's on. Okay,
So
you're welcome.
she has
Bye.
this major husband phones. She's 14 and just like she's eating cereal when she's talking to me. Something just doesn't seem right. Now the mom says she already has granite and Stephanie Frederickson.
Frederickson or Fredericksburg?
Frederickson. Frederickson.
Yeah, let him stop.
I went to elementary school.
Did you?
I just forgot it was Frederickson.
That's okay.
Elementary school with Frederickson, not Tim, the other guy said.
So even if we appoint Jennifer McGinn, she can call Stephanie and just
Okay, Juliet Gregg, EM 5841.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello, Ms. Gregg, can you turn on your camera?
Yep. Limits the camera. Turn it on. You got,
There we go. How old are you?
14.
Okay, so the city attorney has recommended to the court that we appoint a guardian ad litem in your case. And a guardian ad litem is an attorney who's appointed by the court to recommend to the court what they believe is best for you. Okay? And do you have a parent there?
Yeah, her mom's here. I'm her mom, Jessica Tuckness.
Okay. Julia, can you move your hand? So I can see you. There you go.
You gotta move your hand, Julia. Okay.
Why are you covering your face? Okay, are you?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your date of birth, Julia?
07/21/08.
Okay, thanks. So we're going to be doing that. We're going to set this over. I'm thinking to October 20th at 3:00, because we don't want you missing school. I'm going to appoint Jennifer McGidd. And she is the guardian ad litem, so you should expect a phone call from her. Mom will be sending out an email that has all this information in it.
Okay, thank you.
And then we'll take things up from there. It sounds like she already has a guardian ad litem, is that right?
Yes.
And is that Stefan Fredericksmeyer,
Yes.
Adams County?
Yep.
And is that a DNN or a JD case?
JD case.
Okay. Okay, well, we'll follow up on that. See everybody back on October 20 at 3.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Bye, Julia.
My spider senses were correct.
Mhm.
That's an alter.
Okay. Okay. Eiler Salat Rodriguez. Por favor. Sí. ¿Tú necesito interpreter? Yo necesito interpreter. So we're going to give you a new date, October 19th at what? 1 o'clock. 11:09.
Yes.
Sí. October, sí, October. Octubre 19 y 1. Tardes, ¿sí?
No, el día 29 de octubre, 1/9, a las 1.
See the clerk.
Hasta la ventana y va a dar una noticia ahí.
She'll give you that in writing. Thank you.
Gracias.
Thank you. Sorry. Some days it works, and some days it doesn't. Sir? Oh, that's okay.
Nick, don't let him leave. Don't let him leave, Nick. Grab that guy. He needs to go to the window. Oh my goodness. Wow.
Austin Zakarinsky. Is that even
Yes, Your
close?
Honor. Zach Rozemski.
How do you say it?
Zach Rozemski.
Okay, that broke it down pretty nicely. Thank you. Sorry
No
about that. We did try. Sir, the city attorney says upon a plea of guilty to speeding 50 and a 45, then the balance of your case would be dismissed. That's a 1-point violation. Is that your understanding?
Yes, Your Honor.
You are not represented by counsel. Have you had enough time to think about it prior to entering this plea today?
Yes, Your Honor.
And has anyone promised you anything other than what we have just spoken about in order to have you enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. You are appearing electronically by Zoom. Do you consent to proceed in this manner?
I do, yes.
Okay. Then as to speeding 50 and a 45, how do you plead? Guilty, not or not guilty?
Yeah.
Kind of broke up there. How did you plead? Are you there? Sir, are you there? How do you plead? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, Your Honor. I think
Okay.
I cut out.
Yeah, you're back. You froze for a second there. Okay, this isn't that fast at all, but we are having problems with people getting hurt with speeding cases. Please slow it down. Your fine is $80. There's a 30% surcharge, $20 in court cost, $9 fuel service charge, for a total of $133. Please drive carefully. Thank you.
Will do. Thank you. Are they just going to send me an email with the
Yeah,
information?
we'll send you an email how to take care of it. You can hang up now. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you.
Waiting on some paperwork. Alejandro Vasquez Torres. Alejandro Vasquez Torres.
Yes.
In just a moment, let me pull up your case.
Okay.
The city attorney says in your case, upon a plea of guilty, oh, no, to dismiss your case, there's no notes from the attorney, from the officer. Is that your understanding?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we'll send you an email confirming this. And thank you for being here today and your patience with us.
Thank you.
Thank you. You can hang up.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Yes.
My bones hurt.
Thank you, sir. Brianna Ware Oates.
Hi, I'm here.
Okay. How old are you?
17.
Okay, well, we need to have a parent here. Do you have a parent with you today?
No, sir.
Okay, we're gonna reset, give you a new date. And are you working on getting that license?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we're looking at October 20th,
October 20th. Is
3
there any,
o'clock,
what time?
3
Is there any way
o'clock,
we can do it later?
later in the day, you mean? Or later in
Yeah,
the
because
month?
that's when, sorry, later in the day, sorry. That's when I'll have a guardian with me.
No, 3 o'clock's as late as we go.
Okay.
So
Can we go earlier? I'm so sorry.
again, are you asking earlier in the month or earlier in the day?
In the day.
Well, we generally do
Maybe
these at
around like
3.
12?
No, we could do it at 1.
Okay, that would work.
Okay, make sure you have a parent with you at 1 o'clock on the 19th of October.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. You can hang up. We'll send an email confirming this. Thank you.
Like this kid said, he has a 3 o'clock, which he does, but then he got this email saying 1 o'clock. Is that just you can check in?
Zooms for 1 o'clock, 1:15, and 3 o'clock.
Right, so Judge, this kid is also at school, but his parents need an interpreter anyway,
Okay,
so.
thank you.
There's one more coming your way.
Okay, Roman Garcia Dominguez.
Yeah, that is me.
Sir, I guess we need to have your parents here as well. Is that correct?
Yeah, that is correct.
Okay, and do they need assistance with the English language?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to reset you to the 19th of October at 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
Okay, and you must have a parent with you. You can appear online here, but you must have a parent with you, okay?
Okay, so it is online, right? Correct?
Yep.
Will I
We'll
be
take-
sent another email?
Yep, we'll send, you're right ahead of me. Yes, we will send you an email that tells you that information, and we'll note that you need interpreter services for your parent. Thank you.
Thank you. May I leave now?
Nope, you're done. You can log off.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thanks
Have a
for
good day.
being here.
Yeah.
Okay,
So pick whoever you want.
perfect. Mhm.
Thank you. Jacole Stevens.
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Okay, just a moment. Let me pull up your case. Sir, the city attorney says upon a plea of guilty to defective vehicle, a 2-point violation, the balance of your case would be dismissed. Is that your understanding?
Yes, sir, it is.
You are not represented by counsel. Have you had enough time to think about this prior to entering your plea today?
Yes, sir.
And has anyone promised you anything other than what we've just spoken about in order to have you enter this plea?
No, sir.
Okay. You're appearing by Zoom. Do you consent to proceed in this manner?
Yes, sir.
And as to defective vehicle, a 2-point violation, how do you plead? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
What happened this day?
I was in a state of emergency where I had emergency. I was in a rush to get to the emergency room because I was in excruciating pain after working a overtime shift at work. And I wasn't aware of the speed limit at the time. So the police officer gave me a ticket when he asked me if I knew how fast I was speeding.
And then it took you a long time, even longer to get to the ER, right?
Yes, sir, it did. I'm trying to open it.
Bad day. Well, you need to slow it down. We're having a lot of people getting hurt from speeding cases, and obviously we don't want that to be you. So, sir, your fine is $120. Here's a 30% surcharge, $20 in court costs, $9 fuel service charge, for a total of $185. Please slow it down and drive carefully.
Yes, sir.
Are you doing better?
Yes, sir. I'm doing better.
Great.
The manor caused me to go to surgery, but I got all that situation. I'm better now.
Okay, great. We'll send you an email how to take care of this. You can log off. Please drive carefully.
Okay. Thank you again.
Thank you.